Francophone, 2 fois président, passer le pouvoir à un anglophone. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'aventure? Ah, mais c'est le président. Un pauvre qui vote pour celui qui l'a rendu pauvre. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'étranger? Ah, mais c'est le président. À l'Assemblée, il y a un vieux. Vraiment. Au Sénat, il y a un vieux. Wonderful. À la présidence, il y a un vieillard. Dans tout le gouvernement, il n'y a que des vieux, des vieux, des vieux, des jeunes.
Good day, the beautiful people of British Cameroon and the beautiful people of La République du Cameroon. Who among you would like to join a country that has got its hand soaked in the blood of their citizens? Who among you would love to join a country where you will not be able to express yourself freely without being tortured, molested, and brutalized by gendarmerie? That was Dr. Endeli years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alex Ndiveli Singer, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Today, I've come to talk about Lonkana Ango Simon. Lonkana Ango Simon, alias Longue. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a video that is going viral in connection to the inhumane and degrading treatment that the forces of La République du Cameroon have brutalized, tortured, and treated Longue in an inhumane and degrading way, which is unconstitutional. Longue is one of my favorite musicians. I love him. Ayo Africa Privatise. This is somebody to me, for the most part, is a charming and somebody who is calling for the plight of the people of Africa. He's a freedom fighter to me, based on his song. He's calling for the well-being of Africa and for the oppressed, and he's calling for a better Africa. Having seen the video that have gone viral today, I am lost for words. And my message today, as I scrutinize and hold the occupants of A2D, I want to tell them to act very, very fast. This is a serious matter. Nobody is above the law. What happened in the Cameroons, if it was in Britain, in France, and other European countries, the United States, the president, the prime minister, they would have been out there to speak about these things. But nobody is talking in the Cameroons. Nobody is above the law. Justice must not only be done, but it must be seen to be done. And I will play the audio in connection to the torture of Longue before we proceed with this party political broadcast. And I must make it clear, I fight for justice and equality, regardless of your race, your color, or your religion. I don't fight because I'm an Anglophone, I'm a Francophone, I'm a Nigerian. I fight for justice. I don't fight for Anglophone. I don't fight for Francophone. I don't fight for Nigerian. I don't fight for Africa. I fight for justice. Whether you're a Palestinian, that's what I do. That's always what I've been doing all through my life. So when I come here, I know some people, they don't know what an opposition political party does. The job of an opposition political party is to scrutinize and hold the government to account. It doesn't mean you hate the government. You scrutinize them. You want them to be accountable for their act, because Constitution tells you what to do in a country to maintain law and order. to enforce law, to assist the people social and politically and economically. That's what you do. As I speak on this party political broadcast, I am scrutinizing the government. I'm holding them to account. I don't come here to praise them. So that's what I do. So let's listen to this audio in connection to Lonkana Ango Simon, Aka Longue. Let's listen to it because I'm lost for word. It's as if we are still doing slave masters in the Cameroon, master and slavery. Because from the evidence I've gathered for the last few years, the CPDM government is worse than the Germans who were torturing us, worse than the French regime, worse than the English regime, the CPDM government, worse than apartheid, worse than slavery, worse than colonialism. I've never seen this in my life. Black on black, and African people torturing their own brothers. No feelings, no heart, no soft spot. It's a disgrace. Let's listen to this.
Je suis fini. Je suis fini, pardon, commandant. Commandant, réponse. Je ne vais plus jamais faire ça. Je te promets, commandant. Je te commande. J'ai chanté. Je suis le premier à chanter, chantant bien de par le marabout. Ouais. J'ai même dit que vous lui avez mieux que beaucoup, commandant. Vous vous rappelez, il y a la vision qui me circule. J'ai dit que vous lui avez mieux que beaucoup. Je suis en train de faire à la place de bonheur chez les gens. Ouais, commandant. Commandant. Pardon, mon frère. Pardon. Vous allez me fouiller bien. Vous allez me tuer. Chouchou, pardon. Mais je ne vais plus jamais faire. C'est la dernière fois, commandant. C'est la dernière fois, je te promets, commandant. Il m'a tué. Il m'a tué. Les nerfs sciatiques. J'ai les nerfs sciatiques. J'ai les nerfs sciatiques. Ouais. Pardon, mon commandant. Pardon, j'ai les nerfs sciatiques. Ouais. Pardon, commandant Kabala. Commandant Kabala, l'enfant de Dieu. Commandant Kabala, l'enfant de Dieu. Commandant Kabala, l'enfant de Dieu. Pardon, je m'excuse. Je ne vais plus jamais.
Qui t'a envoyé?
Personne.
Non.
Personne.
On sait qui t'a envoyé. Tu ne veux pas nous dire? Ok, allez-y, festez-le. Café. Non.
J'ai chanté déjà.
La vidéo. La dernière vidéo. La dernière vidéo.
Commandant, je chantais déjà.
La dernière vidéo.
Personne.
Ok.
Commandant, c'est personne. Commandant, c'est personne, pardon. Commandant, je te suis. Commandant, je peux te parler à toi, commandant.
Saute.
Ouais, comment? Je peux pas gérer ça. Commandant,
Il faut dire la personne qui t'a envoyé. Je vous jure, il faut dire la personne. Je vous jure. Si tu ne dis pas, on va
je chantais
Je
déjà.
dis, je vais te mettre au balasso.
Quand je chantais les privatisés, c'est ma vie qui est ce sont mes thématiques, non, commandant. Il y a personne.
Du populisme. C'est un mot français.
Oui, populisme. Quand je fais les vidéos, les gens apprécient.
Ça, on appelle populisme. On met le pied dans les pieds. Voilà. Les pieds.
Je te promets.
Okay, I will stop there. This is, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe we are in 2024. I cannot believe this. If Paul Biya doesn't step out for it today and talk about this, if Mr. Biya doesn't come out of it today and talk about this, this is a disgrace. This is a disgrace. I never thought I would live a life to see this happening in the Cameroons. And let me tell you, all this what is happening. I know. Shame on all of you. Shame on all of you who are supporting this CPDM ruling party, as they call themselves, because they are not ruling. They are a non-functional government. Look, I'll quote, I will read. Article 65, go and read it, of the Constitution of La République du Cameroon. Article 65, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights is part and parcel of the Constitution of La République du Cameroon. What does it say? Article 65 of Cameroon Constitution. Taking into consideration what we have heard and seen, the torture of Longue, Lonkana, Ango, Simon. Everyone has the right to be free from torture. That is the Constitution of the Cameroons. You are free not to be tortured. But we saw Longue being tortured by the government. Forget. Those people are working on behalf of the government of La République du Cameroon. Whether it's B, whether it's police, whether it's gendarme, that is a government. That is a government. Those are government officials torturing, molesting Longue. Same Article 65 says, we are all equal before the law. Nobody is above the law. They have courts in the Cameroons. If they believe Longue have done something wrong, they should summon Longue to the court of law so that he should stand trial. The Constitution says everybody is entitled to fair trial. And they say we are all equal before the law. Nobody is above the law. Even Mr. Biya should not be above the law. Unfortunately, we have a form of state which is personification. This constitution is just a window dressing exercise. The constitution is Biya, is the CPDM, is the government, is Ayolo, is Ngongo. That's the constitution. It's Fam Ndongo. Those are the constitution. This paper we call constitution is just a window dressing exercise. It's a wishy-washy. Let me go again. Article 65 says, everyone has the right to seek justice if their rights are violated. Longue's rights have been violated. Same Article 65 says, everyone has a right to fair trial. Longue, that's a trial. La République trial. Longue was on the torture chamber. He was being tortured. What they did in apartheid South Africa, what Hitler did to the Jews, that's what I saw on that video, what they were doing in there. I want Atanganji, come and speak. Come and speak. You people are there to govern a country, to protect the people. The first job of a government is to make the people to be safe. Any country, number one priority of any government is to make the people to be safe. And that's what they are doing in Longue. Longue is not the only first person. Martino Zogo was not the first. Wazizi was not the first. A lot of people have disappeared in the hands of these criminals. These criminal centigrade. A lot of people have died. We don't even know where they were buried. It's just Longue was just lucky. Martino Zogo was not the first. Wazizi was not the first. University students have died in police station in the Cameroons in 2024. Article 65 of the Constitution still stated, make it clear, everyone has the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. Okay, these criminals, government official, whether they are B or gendarme or police criminals, Longue have done something wrong. This is what they do in a civilized country. Call him, interview him. If there's something, he has done something wrong, or there's enough thing to charge him, you send him what? You charge him, and he will have his day in court. That's why they say everyone is equal before the law. Take him to the court. But you sit there, you torture him. You torture people. Gone are those days where you beat people, you torture them, then you forget about it. Take note, all regime come to an end. Bokassa, Mumbutu, all these people, Debbie, Omar Bongo, Ali Bongo, all of them, all regimes will come to an end. And if the regime that replaces the CNU rebranded CPDM, if it's a hostile regime that does not love the CPDM, most of you will run and come abroad. I'm a lawyer. You will come here and will activate this crime that you have committed. You will go to prison in Western country. So there's no way to run today, nowhere to hide. Don't think that you sit in the Cameroons and commit such crimes. Even if the BR regime is not there, you will run and come abroad. And when you come abroad, they will try you. And abroad, in America, in some European countries, they will give you 100 years imprisonment. That's what they do. So be careful what you people are doing. Because you are putting on a uniform, it doesn't make you, you are not above any person. You might be somebody's father, you that gendarme, or B. You're somebody's son. You're somebody's husband. So what you people are doing, you are human beings. You are humans. And because you put on a uniform, you think you have authority to be doing this? Beasts. I've never seen people who behave like animals. I have never seen former delegate for internal security, Anje Chungi. He won't say, je vais faire la police, the police. Where is the police, the police? Do we have an independent police conduct authority in the Cameroon? We don't. That's why British Cameroon National Party will want to be in power. There are a lot of things that this government, they don't know. You don't just go around torturing citizens. People should be free. When they see police, they should be safe and come to the police or gendarmes. You should go and meet them. They should be our brothers. But all they do, they sit. And they steal money from the people. Take bribe. That's all what they know. When I was in the Yaoundé, this quartier in Yaoundé, I've forgotten. I was there in a car. There was traffic. A policeman came and was begging me money. Not bribe, begging me. If you look at that policeman, he was drunk. His clothes, he was so dirty. I gave him money, he begged. But I'm just telling you, normally, that type of a policeman who was drunk and dirty with the uniform in the street in Yaoundé, it cannot happen. Where is the police that Anje Chungi talk about? I don't understand these people. Do they know what governing a country means? You say the sovereign people elected you, then you're treating the people like that? Do you know Longue uses music to earn his living? You're beating him for that's his employment, for doing his job. What Longue is singing, is he lying? When he say, quand je regarde l'Afrique, avec tout nos problèmes, when we see Africa with all our problems, is he lying? Les Blancs sont venus nous diviser, is he lying? It's a good song. Don't privatize Etudi. Ne privatisez pas Longue. Longue say don't privatize Etudi. Etudi have been privatized. We saw the president. I must say I'm happy to see Mr. Biya, that he's alive. I'm happy as a human being. We saw the president. He came, he arrived at the Simalan airport. Your people are there. You don't bother to make one word to your people. No speech. You represent the people. You don't represent Ngongo. Don't sit and talk to Ngongo and leave. Address the people. That's what a leader should do. No one word. Number two, if you're a president of a country, you don't take people with CPDM uniform and come to the airport and clapping for you. You are president of all the people of the Cameroons. Mr. Biya, you're not presidential. You people don't know how to govern a country. You should ban the CNU uniform and everybody should come without uniform. The only time you can use your party political uniform is if you have a conference of your party or what. But you don't use it as a president. You are dividing the Cameroons, Mr. Biya. I've said the CPDM government is a secessionist government, and I'm right. Then again, Mr. Biya was absent for approximately 48 days. All the CRTV people, you were quiet. Why did you not go to Swiss and interview Mr. Bia and find Mr. Bia. CRTV is taxpayers' money. It should be like BBC, impartial. But they have told you, like robot, you come, you call yourself journalist. I saw some of you. Mr. Bia is not a rock star. He's a president. So what is triumphant about a president? The Prime Minister of UK come in and out and go. You should do the job. You were elected there to do a job, not to be a rock star triumphantly. Nobody enters. No president comes somewhere triumphantly. That's not the job of a president. But you people sit there, CRTV. Then you're saying from Simale Airport, Mr. Bia is going home. They don't call it to the presidential palace. They don't call it home. They call it that presidential palace. Some of you say Mr. Bia is father of the nation. Mr. Bia is not father of the nation. He's a president. He's not somebody's father. There's nowhere in the constitution that says Mr. Bia is father of the nation. He is president of the republic. We should learn politics and know how to use words accurately. Mr. Bia is not my father. He's a president. If it's my family person or something, he can be my father behind the scene. But when he's doing his duty, he is the president of the republic. He is not somebody's father. So you people should stop using that word. He's not anybody's father. Because my father or my mother will not allow gendarmes, bees, to be torturing people like Longue. We have a criminal justice system. Mr. Bia just arrived Cameroon in a couple of days ago. Instead of thinking about the economic, the litters in the street, the insecurity or whatsoever, he's there appointing people in the military tribunal. To do what? Why do we have military tribunal in the Cameroon? Why should civilians be tried in military tribunal? So everything in Cameroon is about military. That's what I said. We already have a military government since 1961. We have one. Military government doesn't mean you must put on a military uniform. We have a military government. Dr. Endeli warned us. If you join these people, you will not be able to speak your mind freely in the street. If you join these people, their hands is full of blood. They will beat you like Longue non-stop, and that's what you're doing. And for those of you, when I come and scrutinize and hold the government into account, that's what opposition political party they do. We have a non-functional government in the Cameroons and a non-functional opposition political party. I'm calling on President Paul Biya of La République du Cameroun. Those police officers, or whether they are gendarmes or they are B, they must be arrested, they must stand trial, and there is an overwhelming evidence. If they are found guilty, they should be sacked from the police forces. We don't need those people in our government. There are a lot of criminality in the government at all levels. People don't come there, Mr. Biya, because they love you. It's criminals. People are happy that you're there, you're laissez-faire. You leave them, they can steal people's land and sell it. The custom, they can steal money, corruption. The governors, they can do what they want. That is why people love you, Mr. Biya, because you're laissez-faire. When you disappear, Mr. Biya, they were all silent. They saw you now, they say, oh, thief go continue. They are so happy. But it will come to an end. Mr. Biya, with all due respect, if you're tired, some of us will have the energy, the momentum, the probity, and integrity to run that country and take it forward to the next level. We of British Cameroon National Party will make it clear. We stand for equal status, not special status. Two countries came together. There was never any reunification. You cannot reunite a Portuguese slave plantation. We only became a country when Dr. Endeli became the Prime Minister of British Cameroon and Ahidjo became Prime Minister of La République du Cameroun. So two countries came together. Scotland have been there with England for more than 300 years. They are still called Scotland. England is England. So we should maintain our both names. We should respect two countries. If we want to stay together, the people want it, we should do it. Not by force. And I make it clear, even if there was no union treaty, there is an unwritten treaty, unwritten constitution like British constitution. Two countries came together. all the laws that you're using now, you've violated that unwritten treaty. We are two countries. Because you change something unconstitutionally doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it legal. If you go and steal somebody's property and put your name there, it doesn't mean you own it. It's still theft. So the government now is illegal. The constitution is illegal. The president is illegal. Until we go back to what we agree, written or unwritten is still the same thing. United Kingdom have got an unwritten constitution. So ladies and gentlemen, we should stand. We should condemn what happened to Lonkana, Ango, Simon, Aka, Longue. If you keep quiet, it might be you next. We don't know. I'm surprised. Most of you dance Longue's song or music. But none of you cannot go out to protest. You are afraid. The constitution of the Cameroon says you can protest. Give notice. Whether is it the governor or Dio or whoever you ask for notice and go and protest. That they should stop brutalizing our people. It is wrong. And I'm here as a genuine and the only constructive and effective opposition that comes and scrutinizes the government of the Cameroons on a daily basis. That is what opposition political party they do. It is a job. Unfortunately, is that I'm not being paid for doing it. But however, I cannot close my eyes and see my country being destroyed by some unscrupulous people. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alex Ndiveli Singer, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Have a great day. Thank you very much.
De la Libye, vous devenez des esclaves. Les jeunes prennent la route du désert pour entrer en Europe. Assemblée, il y a un vieux. Sonia Touko, au Sénat, il y a un vieux. À la présidence, il y a un vieillard. Dans tout le gouvernement, il y a que des vieux. Des vieux. Docteur, tout Joseph, proviseur à Los Angeles. Comment pouvez-vous nommer un individu à un poste pendant 25 ans? 20 ans, directeur de tant, 30 ans. Vous partagez le pouvoir avec vos familles. Vous partagez le pouvoir avec vos amis. Vous partagez le pays avec vos familles. Vous partagez le pays avec vos familles. Et après quand ils ont volé, vous appelez les papiers, les attraper. Et après quand ils ont volé, vous appelez les papiers, les attraper. Qui les avait nommés d'abord dans ce poste-là? C'est toi qui les avais nommés, papa. Tu as oublié, tu as seulement oublié. C'est toi qui les avais nommés. Ils vont au quartier pour quelque temps et ils reviennent après. Ils font le tour des ministères. Aujourd'hui, ministre de la communication, demain, ministre du sport. À l'Assemblée, il y a un vieux. Au Sénat, il y a un vieux. C'est vieux. À la présidence, il y a un vieillard. À tout le gouvernement, il n'y a que des vieux. Des vieux, des vieux. Ils ont volé des milliards. Et vous avez amené mon pays à la dérive. Sa Majesté Théodore impérateur premier, Kissimo, SKGE, la femme de Komsamba, vous partagez le pays avec vos familles. Vous partagez le pays avec vos familles. Et après, quand ils ont volé, vous appelez les papiers. Qui les avait nommés d'abord dans ce poste-là?
C'est vous qui avez nommé papa.